Generally, when someone is doing the mission for an orphanage, the way I observe it, even in the outside the country or within the country, usually the orphanages depend totally on the donations of the people. Either it is inside the country or from the outside country. And at certain time, they cannot maintain it, that mission. Finally, it is closed, or it is just die natural death. Because no one thinking of how to nurture it, the mission. They are only thinking of putting it up, but thinking of how to sustain the mission, and this is no one really have this kind of foresight. So after observing several places, and then also went to several orphanages, either inside in the country or outside the country, I came to realize that this is a mission that God has entrusted to us. We are responsible for it, but of course we have our limitations, which is where first we are growing old. Now how can we sustain the mission? Talking from the aspect of human resources and also financially, especially. So every activities, every movement, every plans of the mission is always include the monetary value. So that is what I always keep in my mind. Anything we plan is always with the
has to do with
the money. So now I'm thinking how to sustain this mission. So we are thinking of, after we are discussing every time, because we are talking and seeing and then planning for the future, I said, well, we have to do something. We should not depend totally or always on the donations. But we have to use our mind, our good brain, our good hands, healthy body to do something for the future of the children. Okay. So we start to think of how to have an orphanage that is sustainable. So putting up a building, although how simple it is, but that building should have an income generating project. What is it? So when we met Mr. Kamon, almost every time Mr. Kamon, you came here, we talk about these matters, because from our background, we don't have so much about how to raise money, how to raise funds by ourselves, to use the skills, to use the human resources and the natural resources that we have in our country. Come and see our children and become part of the world of the children.